Hey guys, Shirt and Tie Guy here, wanting to review a purchase that we recently made from Costco. This is one of the inflatable hot tubs. This is the Saluspa Santa Monica. You're probably familiar with inflatable hot tubs. They've been pretty popular over the last couple years. This is a bigger version that Costco just started carrying. That again, it says 5 to 7 people on here. And I just want to give a little bit of my review on it. And just as a little caveat, I totally could be missing something, but I don't know where else to look in order to get the answers that I have. So let me just kind of tell you a little bit about it. First of all, this is basically the setup instructions. And there is a paper set of instructions that comes in it, but it's not much different than this, where it's just pictures. There's no writing, which, okay, can be kind of nice, but when you get left with questions, you don't really have anywhere to go for answers for things that are not on the pictures. So that was a little bit challenging just to get it set up, and I ended up having to set it up in my house because my interpretation of this picture is if it's below 59 degrees, don't do it outside, you need to do it inside. So I set the whole thing up in my house, rolled it through the door, luckily my door's big enough, and then got it set up. The setup itself wasn't so bad. You could use the pump to blow up the hot tub and the lid, which I've done. But the first thing that happened is the lid that came with it had a hole in it. So I let it run, I filled it up, I let it run all night to try to get it warm, woke up and the lid was completely popped, unable to hold air. Took it back to Costco. They were super nice. They gave me the lid off of their display because they don't display the lid. And this one has been fine. It still has lost air, but not as much as the other one. When I filled it up, the water from my home was 59 degrees. It took this thing 3 days to get to temperature of 104. And on the third day, at about 2 in the morning, an alarm went off. Mind you, nobody has been in the hot tub yet. And at 2 in the morning, an alarm went off, and when you look up the code, it was a suction alarm. It couldn't suck enough water into the pump. It was having something that was restricting it. Well, come to find out, it was the filter. And there's this little screw that goes on the end of that bottom piece there. The filter is in there, and when this screw is in, it can't suck water. It's like the filter's plugged, but nobody's been in here and the filter is clean, and there's no documentation anywhere to tell me what to do with the thing. That was super, super frustrating. Then, I don't know if you can see, my water is just gross and nasty. And I don't really know why. That's maybe another issue. But if you can't filter, I know that that has something to do with it. This upper thing here is supposed to be for chemical, and you can unscrew that gray piece and you're supposed to be able to put chemical in there, but not the chemical that I found, and there's no picture to tell me what kind of chemical to put in the thing, and there's nothing in the instructions about it. So that was frustrating. There's these parts here that I have no idea what they're for. There's nothing in the pictures about them. My family has used this one time. We used it without any of the proper chemicals working, and they just wanted to get in it because they were so sick of it not being able to be used for 3 days. So it got up to temperature. They used it once. While they were using it, it dropped down to 99, and the pump could not keep up with that. And now it's been sitting here. One night, apparently, it lost power, and it got down to 88 degrees. And now it's been sitting here trying to warm up ever since. So, the long and short of it is, this is going back. We have not had a good experience with this at all. The app is not helpful. Online resources from Best Way are not helpful. These clips are incredibly frustrating. I get why they do it, but it takes two hands. You have to push in it on these at the same time you're pushing in on this, and it takes two hands in order to get the cover off. And that's for child safety, and I respect it. But it does just add to the, I don't ever want to clip it down because it takes me forever and two freezing hands to try to open this thing up. So that's been our experience with it. I know that there's people online that have videos of them sitting in it at 104 degrees with snow all over, and they've got the bubbles running, and their little thermometer says 104. Ours will not keep up. And again, maybe there's something that I'm done wrong with the filter. I pulled it out and looked at it. It's not like it's wrapped in plastic or anything, but it will not circulate this water very good at all, and there's no documentation or help anywhere that I can find with this thing. So that's been our experience with the Saluspa Santa Monica 5 to 7 person hot tub. Take it for what it's worth. That was what our experience was like. Hope it helps. Have a good one.